So I wanted to do something a little bit different today. So one of the most popular posts that I've ever done on my blog, The Right Set of Life, was about my little secret obsession with blank notebooks. And I'm not kidding when I say I have a ridiculous number. You can check out the posts and look at some of the pictures if you don't believe me. So I thought I would admit to another little collecting problem I have. So I love mugs. I can't explain exactly what it is. They're so cute. One, I think they're adorable. I like to drink tea and coffee a lot, so they're actually useful, probably more than the blank notebooks that I don't use. And they're great, like souvenirs. I love to get mugs as souvenirs. And I usually have a lot of memories associated with my different mugs. So I have a problem when I buy mugs, lots of them. Here, I will show you a picture of the mug shelf in my cabinet that is literally overflowing, and this is not even all of my mugs. Yeah, I know, it's bad. Okay, but so yeah, now you can see the extent of my problem. But what I wanted to do was just talk about a couple of my favorite mugs and why they are so special to me. So this is the first mug I wanted to show you. It's my Tigger mug. And it has this totally adorable little tiny mushroom that actually makes a really handy little like thumb rest when I'm drinking. But I love this mug because I am a big Disney fan, a huge Disney fan. I know that as a 27-year-old woman, I should probably be over my Disney love, but I'm not. So this mug makes me really happy, and I got it on sale at the Disney store, so that also makes me really happy. I like Tigger because honestly, I am more of an Eeyore, so I like having Tigger there to remind me to, you know, be bouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. Okay, I'm not gonna sing the song, promise. I'm a terrible singer. Anyway, another reason I love this mug is that it has a different color inside, which I kind of really like on mugs, and it's this like, not quite pastel, but not super bright, kind of palish orange that is pretty much my favorite color. Orange is my favorite color, and this is one of the best shades of it. I love it a lot. So anyway, so this mug, my Tigger mug, and I drink this one a lot, and this is one of my favorite writing mugs. Fill it up with some decaf coffee, and I'm good to go. The next mug is a little bit more boring, I suppose. It's just this little guy. I actually bought this in Albertsons, I think, in Charleston, South Carolina, and I needed a mug to keep at my power school class. So when I was in the Navy, I was a nuclear surface warfare officer, so I had to go to nuclear power school in Charleston for 6 months. And we had a little Keurig in the back of our classroom, and I liked to drink coffee during class. And so carrying a mug back and forth seemed kind of pointless when I was just going to make it right there in the classroom, so I wanted a mug to keep. And since it's me, anytime I find a reason to get a new mug, I'm going to get one. So I saw this when I was grocery shopping, and I just really liked the little swirly pattern. And again, it's got the two tones, which I like, and it's this really pretty brown color, which seemed really appropriate for all the coffee that I was drinking. And so I love this mug because it reminds me of being in power school in Charleston, and that was one of the more interesting times in my life. It was a big transition time for me. I actually, while I was at power school, went through a separation from my ex-husband. We later divorced, obviously, and I started dating my boyfriend that I have now at the end of power school. So it was kind of a pretty big shift during that 6 months. Yeah, and power school was just one of the better experiences I had in the Navy, and so I like to remember that. So yeah, I like this mug. makes me think of the good times I had in Charleston, South Carolina, which is a wonderful city, and in nuclear power school down there. The next mug is another brown one and another navy memory. This one I love. I love the way it looks because it is super like old school. It really reminds me of like the 70s. I don't know why, I guess I'm not super familiar with dish styles from the 70s, but it's just the kind of thing that I look at and makes me think of the 70s. I should look into that. Anyway, and again, this is a really pretty brown color, which I really liked. And while it's the same brown on the inside, it's got this little white rim, which is I think the thing that really kind of set me over the edge on this one. And you can see here, this mug came from the ship store on my last ship, the USS Carl Vinson CVN-70. Woo, Chucky B! And I had a pretty good experience on that tour. I mean, it wasn't all fun and games, but overall, I pretty much enjoyed it, and it was a good command. I know a lot of good people, and so now that I'm out of the Navy, I definitely am allowed to be a little bit more positive about it. Anyway, so I really like this mug. It makes me think of my good times that I had and the good people that I worked with, and it's a just awesome looking mug too. So it's another good one. And then the last one that I wanted to show you is also orange. I'm really sensing a pattern here. This is another two-toned one. I really clearly have tastes in mugs. Anyway, although this one I actually did not pick out myself. My boyfriend got me this one, which is one of the reasons that I love it so much, because you know how it is. There's just something special about someone picking out something for you that they know you're gonna like, and it just makes you feel good, like they know you. So this one is orange. It's a little bit brighter orange than the paler Tigger mug, but it's still an awesome shade, and I love it. And it's a Dunkin' Donut mug, which I'm not a huge Dunkin' girl. I live in San Diego. I think they're just opened one, maybe actually somewhere up a couple miles north, but I have not been there, so it's not really a California thing. I am a Starbucks fan, and I didn't show you any today, but I have a lot of Starbucks mugs. Starbucks mugs are the ones that I usually get when I travel. So I have a Las Vegas mug, I have a Phuket mug, I have an England one, I have a Barcelona one, I have a bunch. So I really like those. But this one is from Connecticut. Dun, 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 dun. And I don't really think I've ever been to Connecticut. Maybe I've driven through it. But like I said, my boyfriend got this for me when he was in Connecticut for sub school. My boyfriend is a submariner. We met at nuclear school. And so after I transferred from Charleston out to the Carl Vinson here in San Diego, he finished his training in Charleston and he went up to Connecticut for SOBIC. And while he was there, he said there wasn't a lot to do, but he was thinking of me a lot, and he bought me this mug as a souvenir because he knew that I liked mugs and he knew that I liked to get mugs from different places. So this one just means a lot to me because my boyfriend and I have spent a long time long distance on opposite coasts. We spent over a year on opposite coasts, and now that we live together, we still spend a lot of time apart. He's on deployment right now. I haven't seen him in 5 months. So having things that I can touch and see and drink coffee out of to make me remember him and remind me that even when he's away, he's thinking of me is really, really helpful, I guess. And it also makes me think of the future when we're going to have to go back to Connecticut because that's where department head school's at. So those are 4 of my favorite mugs, but I have a million, and honestly I probably could have picked a different 4 on any given day, but now I have shared with you another one of my little problems. I suppose there are worse problems to have than being addicted to blank notebooks and mugs, but those are mine. If you also are a fellow mug lover, I would love to hear that, but also anything that you have that special little weakness for. So if you want to see more videos, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. I do Flash Friday footage every Friday well, almost every Friday, which is when I read flash fiction, science fiction, fantasy stories that I've written. I also am pretty active on Twitter. I have a website and obviously my blog. So there's lots of ways to connect with me online, and I'm always looking to meet awesome new people out there. So hopefully you enjoyed my video, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.